And I'm not saying it to make you feel bad. It's just kind of a result of your actions, you know, in the past, no matter how long ago it was. It just makes me nervous. I just don't
This nigga being nervous is
know
hilarious.
what's gonna happen to me as a result of like getting close to you again.
Young black man, just be who you are. Young black man, you were meant to be a star. Young black man, keep yourself away from violence. Back at you with another video. The Drizzler, Drake the Drizzler, is back in the headlines once again. But this time, to give Drake some grace, this is not Drake's fault. So if you don't know, Drake has been exposed through some text messages and a voice note through the one and only Johnny Blaze. If you don't know who Johnny Blaze is, she is a rapper, Instagram model. I think Johnny Blaze is on Flavor of Love. I could be wrong, but she's a personality. And her and Drake had a thing really early in Drake's career that didn't really go anywhere. And she exposed him already. Well, I don't want to call it exposing because there's not really any information that we needed to know, or anything that's really like detrimental. So like she had posted some text before. She had posted some text before. She had posted some text before of Drake. And I'll put those on screen. Basically just showing that text messages saying that things happen, they're beef and whatever. And I think that's important context to have as to when we get into this voice note and how Drake is speaking. I think it's really important context to have. So she's already exposed Drake. She seemed kind of crazy in the last text message thread. And if you want to go through that saga, we can go through all of those texts on a live or something. She was texting Drake pretty much just saying like, "Oh, you was with this girl in the bathroom, one of my homegirls, blah blah blah." And all the only memorable part of it is Drake is like, "I don't really know that girl, and I just met you like a week ago. Why are you acting like this?" So that really pretty much showed me everything I need to know about Johnny Blaze. Because why are you acting like this to a man you met a week ago? Like, shorty, you gotta relax. See, and this is y'all problem. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta chill out. Like, stop making it seem like every nigga you meet is your nigga. Like, he's not. Like, realistically, he's not. You know, in a week, that's not your nigga. Like, you gotta relax, man. But we'll get into this. We're gonna make some fun of the way Drake chooses to use the English language in this voice note. And let's go.
I feel good in my heart.
This nigga don't feel good in his fucking heart. Like, to start it off like that is crazy. This nigga's, I don't feel good in my heart. This nigga Drake probably does write some of that music, because if you talk like this on a day to day, we're 2 seconds in. If you talk like this on a day to day, you definitely was like, fuck that nigga, that you love so bad.
Watching you text me and then like knowing that I'm seeing it sometimes, not all the time, I mean, but sometimes I'm seeing it and I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say to her, like, because I just don't know where to start again, really, with this situation. Like, I really don't. I don't know where to start. I don't. I wouldn't be able.
I know a lot of you Drake niggas talk to women like this. I know you do. I know you be in a, I don't know where to start. Like, I'm so taken back from the way you treated me last night. I know a lot of you Drake niggas. Oh my god, and we know the academics niggas do it. We know what academics' text messages look like. Yo, you Drake niggas, and I'm not saying there's necessarily anything wrong, because Drake, if he talks like this on a day-to-day basis, his music makes a lot more sense to me, because you really are like, if this is how you talk, you really are like that in songs. So respect to Drake. You other niggas, you're soft. You're soft. That's it. You're just soft. Like, have some self-respect. You know what I'm saying? If there's a clear distinction in one person not wanting to deal with another person, just let that shit go. Don't be like, and like, I'm just flabbergasted at the fact that you would ever treat me this way. I'm hurt. I'm disgusted. You get what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is so off. Especially not to no girl who ain't your girl. Boy, you acting crazy out here.
Able to. I wouldn't be honest. I wouldn't be being honest with you if I didn't say that, like, oh, if I told you, yo, let's go for dinner, or I'm at the posto, come kick it, that I wouldn't be nervous. I'm just nervous.
I'm, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Drake's crazy. Drake's a crazy man. I'm still, even though I'm talking a bunch of shit about Drake, I do want it to be clear. I'm on Drake's side in this because everything that he is saying is probably it's probably meaningful to that current relationship, and she chose to leak this information. So to me, you're wrong. You're wrong. Nothing he's saying in here is flagrant. It's not disrespectful. It seems like it's somewhat heartfelt, and he's trying to explain to you in the best way shape he can that bitch you are crazy, and I just don't feel comfortable with being in the same spaces as you. Genuinely that's what he's saying. To translate it, he's just saying, hey, I see your messages, right? And you've already done things to me that have made me break my trust with you. And I don't feel comfortable with giving you the same leeway that I would have before. So I'd appreciate it if you stop hitting me, if you stop hitting my jack. And ladies, please understand, like, I know you think men don't communicate. This man is communicating effectively and he's communicating efficiently. I want you to understand that he's communicating effectively because he is expressing how he feels. He's not just saying random things. He's expressing he feels a certain way about the past in their relationship, and he's expressing efficiently because he chose to do it in a voice note instead of a text. It takes less time. People can't read. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes context gets lost through text messages, like understanding the context of how and the nuances of how I'm saying something or how I'm expressing something, the sarcasm and things like that do get lost in translation when you're going through text. So women, please take this note. When you have a man who can express effectively, and effectively really depends on whether or not you're willing to accept what he's saying. Because a man can express effectively and a woman just don't want to hear that shit. And in one ear and out the other. He is expressing himself effectively, even if I do not think the way he is, how he's expressing himself is gangster, is mob ties. It's not mob ties.
And I'm not saying it to make you feel bad. It's just kind of a result of your actions, you know, in the past, no matter how long ago it was. It just makes me nervous. I just don't
This nigga being nervous is hilarious.
know what's gonna happen to me as a result of like getting close to you again.
Fellas, that's for you. Take some game from the Drizzler. He don't even know what's like. Does he even want to get close to her again? Like, damn, does he want to like make himself vulnerable again? Like, cause as men, like, do we want to put our hearts on our sleeves and make ourselves vulnerable to women who hurt us? That's the real question. See, a real man, he give her a second chance, cause, you know, that's what women say men should do. We should just give them a second chance after they hurt us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, fellas, would you allow yourself to open up to Johnny Blaze again and put your heart on the table and really give it that second shot? You know, would you?
So, yeah, I hope you can take this as like me this is something I just want to be kind enough to tell you, like, if you just kind of if you want to take that moment that we had and just be like, oh, I brought peace and resolution to a situation that was bothering me. I have no ill feelings towards you.
Hey, I'm gonna give it up to the Drizzler. That motherfucker can't compete when it comes to some real rap shit, but he knows how to drop them bars when it comes to letting a woman down easily. I'll give him that. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Why'd she do this? Like, that's my real question. Why did she do this? What was her purpose of doing this? Like, honestly, like, I don't get what, like, I know she posted, like, when people you fuck with expose, I don't know, but it's just like, listen, I promise you, to the women, if you get a man who has some value, and what I mean by value is not money. I know we just equate value to money. Values and value are different. When you get a man who has value and values, he's not gonna do this twice. Like, he's not gonna do this twice. Drake is the most eligible bachelor in the world. Like, he's the most eligible bachelor in the world. Johnny Blaze, you did not just expose a regular dude who might have 1,000 followers on Instagram. You exposed one of the biggest artists of a generation. And not only is he one of the biggest artists of a generation, he's also one of the most eligible bachelors in the world. So what makes you think that you can come crawling back? Like, look at me closely. Hold up, let me full screen this. What makes you think that you can come crawling back to the Drizzler when he is the most eligible bachelor in the world? How dare you? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You think you're just going to send a text message and get it back to where it used to be? Shorty, you're lost. Women, if you find a man who has values and value, please respect him. A man with values respects himself. A man with values understands that his heart shouldn't lead his actions. His feelings shouldn't lead his actions. So even if I care about you, even if I love you, if my brain knows you're bad for me, I should move off what I know is fact. I know I gave you a chance and I know you fucked it up. And that should be a lesson to women. Like, when you find a man who loves himself and will take care of himself and respects himself and won't allow disrespect from you, you should really take heed to that. You should take heed to that. Or you'll be a Johnny Blaze. Because to me, she exposed herself. She didn't expose Drake. Drake responded appropriately. He didn't disrespect her. He didn't belittle her. He didn't call her out her name. He gave her the facts. He told her how he felt. And he let her know that, like, this isn't really what I'm trying to do right now. And maybe I'm wrong. Some of the channel members who hate Drake might think that, actually, if you hate Drake so much that you think what I'm saying is wrong just for being on the side of Drake, I want you to understand that is an unreasonable stance to have. We don't know these people personally, and I can never hate academics the way I would a person that I know. I don't know him. I know what he shows us, and I know I don't like it. The culture doesn't appreciate it. The culture doesn't respect it. And if in real life I ever meet academics, yous will see the outcome of my actions, because I stand on business, if you get what I'm saying. But in reality, it's like I could never hate Drake the way maybe some of yous do. And I'm just going to call it for what it is. I try to be centrist. This channel is predominantly about just really dogging Drake academics, and we're going to start to change that up a little bit. But Drake's right in this one. And if you think I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section. If you're a longtime subscriber and you've been watching my content for a while and you think I'm wrong, you think I'm bugging, tell me in the comments. Let's talk about it. With that being said, all of you niggas that talk to women like that, who just get soft and start getting vulnerable and opening up your, getting nervous, do some push-ups, nigga. With that being said, I'm out.